Welcome back to BetX, and our World Cup coverage continues. We're getting into the next two groups to find out what's going on with these teams, these players, and what we need to know, because we're figuring it out all on ourselves, and we're going to figure it out with you together. So let's take a look at Group E and their odds right now. We got Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica. Right now, Spain is the favorite to win the group, and Germany second place at plus 115. So let's find out a little bit more about these teams. John, coming to you talking about Spain, all right? Now, they're tied with England as the fourth favorite to win the World Cup at plus 850. Tell me about some of these players we should be watching out for.
You know, for one, the plus 850 line on par with England is kind of interesting because England can really win it all. I mean, in the Euros, they got to the finals, semifinal of the World Cup last year. So I think that's indicative of how good they're going to be. They've needed some young talent to infuse with the old talent, and they finally got it. They have the 2021 and 2022 Golden Boy winners. Pedri, who's only 19, is one of the most dynamic midfielders in the game. He's going to take the world by storm. And last but not least, the 2022 winner, Gavi, the youngest player ever to score for Spain. He won the Copa Trophy of Best Under 21 as well. So, you know, he's going to mesh well with that strong midfield attack. And they have some, guys we know. They got Busquets, who's third in all-time appearances, and Morata, who's also kind of an older guy, veteran guy. So the blend of the old and the new, and then, being on par with this really good English squad, I like to call them a dark horse, to kind of win this thing, someone you can kind of root for, kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, no.
I like that.
For sure. I'm not mad at them at all.
Yeah, and Sean, let's talk about Germany, plus 1,000 to win the World Cup. They're chasing their fourth World Cup, always a perennial powerhouse in international competition. Who do we look out for as they make that run to Cup number 4?
Yeah, they won the Cup in 2014, then they followed it up in 2018. Losing in the knockout stage, didn't get past that. That was the first time they were knocked out in the group in 80 years. 15,
wow,
crazy, yeah, long time ago. But there's 15 guys from that squad still on this squad, so they remember that. They're going to try to account for that. And they have some new young killers that are coming up as well. We got Leroy Sané, who's on Bayern Munich. He's been around, very good attacking player. Then we got Kai Havertz, you know him, now in Chelsea. And then we got Serge Gnabry, who's also on Bayern Munich, old Arsenal guy. I love Gnabry. He's very, very good. And they have Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers still in the world, has only given up 11 goals in 15 appearances this year for Bayern Munich. They have a good mix of young and old. They're gonna try to bounce back from their 2018 group stage bounce out. All right, let's take a look at Group F, because this is also an interesting group as well. We got a lot of different teams that can make some noise here. Before we get there, all right, here it is. Belgium minus 190. We're going to talk about them in a second. They have a lot of guys that need to make an impact. This might be their final round of the World Cup. Then we got Croatia. Old faces. They made the finals in the Euro a couple years ago. They're plus 200. Morocco plus 850. And then our neighbors up north, the Canadians, are plus 1,000. All right, Jeff, I'm coming to you. Let's talk about that Belgium team. Very interesting squad. They're coming towards the end of that golden era. That's what they were calling those guys. Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku, Thibaut Courtois. They haven't won an international trophy. These guys were supposed to win the World Cup, potentially win the Euros. They haven't done either. Right now, they're favored to win the group at minus 190. What should bettors know about this squad going into the World Cup?
Well, this is a team that pushed France to the limit. They finished third in the last World Cup, and they have a lot of heavy hitters. Like, if you watch world football and international football, you'll know a lot of these names. Like, you just went off on it. First of all, Kevin De Bruyne on Manchester City, the domestic cup gods. Yeah. They will win that Premier League, but all those players are thirsting for something more. They crave that Champions League title, those international league titles. Yeah. And this is a guy who's one of the best midfielders in the world, finished third for the Ballon d'Or. So this is a guy that's definitely going to be leading the team. Then Romelu Lukaku, back on Inter Milan. He does a lot of great work, and he's by far the man for Belgium. 68 goals, by far leading only Eden Hazard II with 33, and he's going to be looking to really make an impact. Then finally, In goal, the goalkeeper, Courtois, this has been the man. He had like a Mendy-like run, winning La Liga, winning the Champions League early, and he's going to be somebody that they're looking to. Like, this is a solid squad. Like, I would definitely look towards sprinkling something on them to be a dark horse to win the World Cup because they have world-class players at key positions. So I think it's going to be interesting. They have a lot of great personalities, too. So this is a team, this is like one of those teams that if you don't really watch like that, and if you're American, if you're rooting for the U.S. and you want a second team, Belgium is that squad to hang around because they're going to be interesting.
Yeah, no question. All right, let's talk a little bit about Croatia. Everyone loves Croatia. Small country, only 3.8 million people over there. They went to the final in the World Cup in 2018. The age is catching up to them. That's why they're plus 5,000. The guy over there is Luka Modric, Ballon d'Or winner, wins everything, Real Madrid, long-time guy. He's 37, though, and that's an issue. Then we got Ivan Perisic, who's their trigger man. Modric is the trigger man. Perisic is the shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that scores the goals. He's the all-time goal scorer for Croatia, 32 goals in 115 appearances. I think that the age is going to catch up to them. That's why they are plus 5,000.